Men of God should not abandon their wives when they are doing the work of God. If you are a celibate like what Paulo did, Paul decided to be a celibate, so he left the issues of relationship kabisa, akaamua kuserve God. But if you are married, like Moses, learning from the story of Moses and her wife Zipporah, father-in-law Jethro. Imagine Moses alipokuwa ameitwa na Mungu, he decided to concentrate in doing the work of God and left the wife until the wife went with the children back to their home. Jethro waited. I love people like, if everyone would have the elderly people like Jethro, ingekuwa ni wewe mzee, kijana yako ndio huyo mkubwa, kila mtu are looking up to him. Wewe ungemrushia maneno, ungemdharau, make drama ili umwaibishe. But what did Jethro do? Jethro sent information that he is coming with Zipporah the daughter and the children of Moses. And he called Moses aside and talked with him that I've brought you your wife, your children, so that you live together. For a long time, Zipporah remained at home and Jethro was looking at her daughter. Akaona ya kwamba, huyu Moses is taking long. Watumishi wa Mungu, how long are you taking before you go back to your wife? Don't abandon your wife and give an excuse that you are busy. Neno la Mungu iko mingi. Unapigia bibi simu, unajua kazi ya Mungu iko mingi. Ndio maana unaona sikuje nyumbani. Yawa. Kazi ya Mungu iko mingi, lakini ujue kazi yako kama bwana ya mtu, ya huyo mwanamke, ni kazi ya familia. Hautahubiri mpaka uzoeke huko ukufie kwa kanisa. Utarudi nyumbani. Utarudi nyumbani kwa ule bibi. Don't abandon your family. Moses didn't even care what his family was eating. Jethro was taking care of his family. But Jethro, being a good man, he was a good father-in-law. He brought in Zipporah and the children and called Moses aside and talked with him and told him, you see, these are your children, I want you to live. And then he didn't stop at that. He wanted to know actually what is it that is preventing Moses from going back to his family. So the following morning he sat somewhere watching the kind and nature of work that Moses was doing. Akaona kama kila mtu mwenye ako na problem, watu wako na problem bwana. Kanisa shida ishangi. A friend of mine once went to church after a long time that she was not going to church. He's a man. And then when people with problems were called, he said that, Rose, I was scared. Almost all women went and kneeled hapo mbele. Kwani kuna ararai ya problems? Of course, problems are so many. So imagine kama mtumishi wa Mungu, ule mwenye ameoa na kuna bibi na watoto. Kama anataka tu kuattend to these other people's problem, unafikiria kwako haina shida. Inafaa unajipanga, unarudi nyumbani, unaona familia at least once in a month. Si ati unakaa 6 months hujaenda nyumbani, unless unaishi another country. Lakini Kenya hii, watumishi wa Mungu, tusiweke wanawake wetu wakae kama Zipporah. Mpaka mtoto alikuwa mkubwa mwenye Moses aliwacha bibi yake naye. Sasa bibi was living with the father. Sasa Jethro told Moses, hii kazi ni kubwa, huwezi fanya peke yako. Inafaa udelegate kazi zingine. Chagua 12 representatives wakusaidie kazi, so that kazi ngumu ngumu ndio unaletewa. Sasa kama wewe ni mtumishi wa Mungu, umepelekwa pahali, mentor these church members so that in your absence the word of God does not stop, it continue. Otherwise you spare time to visit your family, see your wife. Na ukienda nyumbani, usiende huko mpaka kwa bedroom wewe unaona tu bibi yako ni shetani. Bibi yako sio shetani, she's a precious wife. Na umlinde vizuri. Kama uko na pesa, hakikisha wanakula vizuri jinsi hata wewe unalizwa huko nje. So that tukue na maisha mazuri kwa society. What I'm after is living a good life as a couple, as a family, everywhere you are. We need to live in a good way, in harmony, in peace with each other. Sasa watumishi wa Mungu, my short message is that do not abandon your family the same way Moses did, simply because the work of God is too much. See how to balance between the work of God that you are called to do and taking care of your family and visiting. Mtoto wako atakuita anko. Halafu utafikiria bibi yako analetanga mtu hapo kama hauko ndio anaita baba. Of course, if there would be somebody who frequently visit, hata ndugu yako ndio mtoto ataita baba. Juu mamaka atamwambia ongea na yeye, huyo ni baba yako, hebu mpelekee maji. Alafu uanze kupigana na bibi ati anatembea nje. Wewe usipotee mpaka watoto kwa kuite anko. Be present in the life of your children, support them, educate them, knowing that a time that you will get old, you will come back and these are your family who will take care of you. And even if you fall sick huko, hautakaa huko milele, utarudishwa nyumbani, na nyumbani ndio ita take care of you. This wife that unaona hatoshani na wale wenye unakutana nao nje. Wacha tusiwache bibi zetu vile Moses aliwacha. But he was saved by Jethro, the father-in-law, who brought in Zipporah and the children and advised him on how to balance and mentor others to help him, enable him get opportunity for the family. It is very important. Asanteni sana. For more teachings on this, look for us and follow us on our Facebook page, Christian Family Life with Rosalina. You can also invite us in your forum. You can book us in advance so that we give a talk. We can do education on family life. And also, we can have one-on-one counseling. Our number is 0796 10 98 11. But we are also on TikTok and Instagram. Asante sana for listening.